Spring training is setting the foundation for the entire season. The roster's filled with talent. Players that come in new, they come from winning teams, they come from playoff experience. There's speed, there's power, there's left-right capability. The thing that I'd like to put back the focal point is the game.
Ben Cherington's done a sensational job in going out and signing 7 free agents and making a big trade for a closer. Ben was particularly determined to bring in guys he thought would be great teammates.
What we do going forward is where the focus has to be, just by virtue of 9 new players on a 25-man roster. The most important thing is that we earn the trust of one another inside our clubhouse.
Come on, come on.
Different sort of ways the end of the roster could take shape at the end of the spring, and depending on what John and the staff see.
There's that left-handed hitter, backup first baseman, left fielder. That's one of the positions that you see those guys in competition for.
Right now we're just focused on the guys that are here in camp, and we think we have a good chance to find the solution with the guys that are here.
Strikes, 2 out. Davis, the pinch runner at second. 4-2 Tampa Bay in the last of the 9th inning of the final home game of the 2012 season. Fernando Rodney from the set delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 3, got him on a splitter, and that's the end of the home season.
After 162 games, over 6 long months, the 2012 Boston Red Sox season had reached the finish line. High hopes rang throughout Red Sox Nation during a year that celebrated Fenway Park's 100th anniversary. But the 2012 team never clicked, and the Red Sox finished with just 69 wins, the club's fewest since 1965. Faith had faded and needed to be restored. Changes were made within the clubhouse.
We are here to announce the hiring of John Farrell as the next manager of the Boston Red Sox.
I truly believe in an up-tempo, aggressive style of play. It does create an attitude which I think is critical to win at the major league level, and that's to be relentless.
A revamped roster took shape.
Very happy to be here to announce the signing of Shane Victorino to a 3-year contract.
Coming here and getting an opportunity to play in Boston, it's been absolutely amazing to be a visiting player, but now to call this home for the next 3 years, I'm ecstatic.
Very happy to announce that we've agreed to terms with Ryan Dempster on a 2-year contract.
Looking forward to just going out there and doing my part and be ready every 5th day to go out there and give my best I can and have a lot of fun and get back out there to winning some ball games.
It looked great. I got to go in the clubhouse for the first time and try to see where my new office is. So I'm definitely excited. It looks great.
During the offseason, a new objective arose. The team would look to redefine and rebuild. It would look to fix what was broken.
Ultimately, it's on me and us in the organization to build the roster that then leads to wins. That work has been going on this month. It's going to go on all offseason. It's not going to stop when we get to spring training.
Rogers Hornsby once said, "People ask me what I do in the winter when there's no baseball. I'll tell you what I do. I stare out the window and wait for spring." In baseball, spring's arrival acts as a reset button. It comes with renewed focus, energy, and spirit. In spring training 2013, the Red Sox seek to restore the image the ball club once had. They look to win like they once did. At a year-old complex in Lee County, Florida, the 2013 Boston Red Sox season begins.
Come on, kids, we gotta go.
Oh, no. Oh, now I gotta go. Oh, can you make that to go?
These days, nobody has time to get sick, but MinuteClinic makes it easy to get well. Our nurse practitioners can diagnose and write prescriptions for illnesses like strep throat and sinus infections with no appointment necessary, so you can feel better in no time.
You guys want to go to the park? Yeah!
MinuteClinic, the walk-in clinic at CVS Pharmacy. Find one near you at MinuteClinic.com.
Although the first full squad workout isn't until February 15th, many players find themselves in Fort Myers weeks before the official report date. Early mornings of informal workouts mark the first few days of February. With the players focused on preparing for the season, others in the organization address the faults of the past year.
The thing that's difficult is when you lose. I don't think there's anyone in the organization that doesn't feel it. Certainly the three of us feel it. When we have a loss, we watch every game and it's painful. So last year we had a lot of losses. That was very painful. We had a core philosophy for a lot of years, and we moved away from that philosophy, and it's hurt us.
I'm not surprised to hear that John has said it to you all as well. He feels pretty strongly that we deviated from a basic philosophy of grinding relentless at bats, deep in the count, on base percentage, some of the fundamental things that got us the success we had.
There's no doubt that we will continue to be a part of the free agency market, but I think you'll see a more disciplined approach. Again, we had such a financial advantage that we didn't have to be necessarily as disciplined as we could have been.
John, I think 7 free agents, you're new, the coaching staff is new. What's the key to kind of getting everyone on the same page as early as possible? Just being very clear on what we expect, not only how or the style of play that will take advantage of the individual talents, but that's the message that's got to be communicated from day one. And the roster's filled with talent. And guys that, players that you referred to that come in new, they come from winning teams, they come from playoff experience. I think we've got a balanced team. But the most important thing is the talent that was brought in. They're guys that are noted team players. And they put the other guy first and the team first rather than maybe their own view of the game. So all that being said, the thing that I'd like to put back the focal point is the game. The game on a nightly basis is the most important thing, and not maybe the individual things that might lead up to it. Again, it's establishing an overall mindset, and that begins with the day one meeting that we'll have on Friday.
On the morning of the first full squad workout, the entire team gathers together for the first time. General Manager Ben Cherington is flanked by team ownership as he officially welcomes those who will represent the club during the 2013 season.
The important thing is to know that there's a lot of people here to help you in any way they can. If you have any questions at any time during spring, need anything, let us know. There's more than likely someone to help you with this.
And just like that, it's time to hit the field for another baseball season. As full squad workouts commence, players settle into their daily spring routines. Every day, a schedule tells them what they'll do, which field they'll be on, and when they'll be there. Before players disperse to separate workouts, the whole team stretches together on Field 3 at Fenway South. At this point in camp, friendships are still fresh. New faces and returning veterans continue to get to know each other.
How's it going? How's life?
Beard's sneaking up.
My beard?
Yeah, that's what I said. Your beard's.
No, it's getting better. It'll come back. I don't think I can get it that long.
How do you know?
Well, I can, but appearance would be a little bit. Appearance.
Oh.
Do you think I'm mentally there now that you've known me a few days? I'm gone, huh? Completely. Oh man.
I won't be too mad about it. Watching Big Poppy. Yeah.
Yes or no, Christian? Fair or foul? Oof. Know your pop, 5 push-ups. 5 push-ups, know your pop, dude.
Everybody, hey, Carp, you seen him hit yet? Hamilton. Everybody get on the other side of the fence. Oh my goodness, bro. Bro, hey, he cleared both fields twice, back to back. Yeah, you'll see.
Early in camp, several storylines emerge. The battle for the left-handed hitting first baseman / outfielder position is immediately underway.
Assuming Napoli is our primary first baseman, which is our hope, it's important that we have someone else on the team that can play first base. Ideally, that would be a left-hand hitter. So we have a number of guys that we're looking at there. Overbay is on a minor league deal. Mark Hamilton's on a minor league deal. We're taking a look at Nava there. We think we have, a good chance to find the solution with the guys that are here. We'll see how the rest of the spring progresses and if other opportunities come our way. But right now, just trying to get those guys ready, and get them as many at-bats as we can.
The revamped Red Sox bullpen is also an area to watch as the roster comes together. Increased depth could lead to tough decisions.
We've always felt like our team really works better with 12 pitchers. We've carried 13 at times, and I think what we'd like to do is set up a team with 12 pitchers and make it work that way.
All right, I'll take 4. I get it, Jock. I get it. I'm gonna make the best of them, though. The best 4 you ever seen in your life. Oh, yep. About to let it go to bat, though.
Jackie Bradley Jr. is arguably the organization's most highly coveted prospect. He's only in his first big league camp, but the Boston media has already asked the question, could he crack the major league roster at just 22 years old?
Thank you. Just needed some coaching.
The Red Sox can afford to be patient with Bradley Jr., however. Jacoby Ellsbury, who finished second in the 2011 American League MVP race, is the team's starting center fielder. But Ellsbury is set to become a free agent for the first time after the 2013 season.
He's got a lot to play for, He's missed time in 2 of the last 3 seasons because of traumatic on-field injuries, and you can't fault him for that. And obviously we know how good he was when he was healthy in 2011, so I just think he's really excited to feel good, motivated to play this year. I don't see it being a distraction at all.
We'd really very much like to have him here, like to have him be part of a core Red Sox team, as Ben Cherington likes to say, be part of the next great Red Sox team. But I don't think it's appropriate to have too much of a discussion about a negotiation process right now and in this forum.
Should probably warm up since I'm facing the first live arm of the year.
Another young player with plenty of promise is third baseman Will Middlebrooks. 2013 will be his first full season as a major leaguer.
When you talk about a young, talented player still going through that cycle in full season for the first time, we'll get to know more about him as well. So I know one thing, I'm glad he's here.
Yeah, 500 feet with it, that's what I did. Wrist is fine, if you guys are wondering.
Those returning Red Sox are joined by newcomers Ryan Dempster, Shane Victorino, Mike Napoli, Johnny Gomes, Stephen Drew, Joel Hanrahan, Koji Uehara, and David Ross.
Ben Cherington was particularly determined to bring in guys he thought would be great teammates, sort of the euphemism that we throw around.
Leaders John Lester and David Ortiz aimed to prove 2012 was just a fluke.
You're looking so good. Thank you. You're welcome.
I wasn't trying, but
the way we struggle and not being able to do anything, it was very hard on me. I remember, when I tried to get back and my things got kind of worse, I pretty much tried to give it a try, but it didn't work out, and that was when they had to pull me off. We were hoping that things get better, and that was my hope, but it doesn't work that way. And it was hard though.
Didn't really like what happened last year as far as me and the way I pitched, and it's solely on me. That's not anybody else. That's not on the revolving door of pitching coaches. That's not on our manager. That's not on anybody but myself. And obviously that desire of not wanting to fail anymore. There's a little bit of chip there. I want to prove that last year was a fluke, and it's not going to happen again.
Just as new players adjust to their new team, the same goes for those in the dugout. With manager John Farrell comes a whole new coaching staff for 2013. Greg Colbran is the team's hitting coach, with Victor Rodriguez on board as assistant hitting coach. Arnie Baylor, AAA Pawtucket's 2012 manager, joins the 2013 Major League club as a first base coach.
come on. That baby. Up right here. Up right here.
Brian Butterfield, the new third base coach, runs position player drills, working on grounders at the hot corner.
I'm going to push you to the line a little bit, yes. Right at your bogey.
Dana Levangie is the new bullpen coach, and he'll work closely with Juan Nieves, the new pitching coach.
If the ball is hard, of course, the third baseman will come in and make the throw. But if the bunt takes us to the line, you still have a little more reach because we're throwing a pitch strike, planting ourselves, and we have a little chance to go.
Finally, Torey Lovullo joins the team as John Farrell's bench coach. Communication is key amongst the staff and the players. Lovullo's plate is full during spring training as he handles things like reviewing new league rules with Red Sox pitchers.
The old third to first, you guys know, that's what we're talking about. This one, where you disengage with a fake to third and come back, that's a ball. That's completely out. In order to do that, you're gonna have to step off, look, and go.
One annual routine during spring training is photo day. The Sunday morning ritual sees photographers, baseball card companies, and the team's scoreboard crew gather material for the upcoming season. Everyone in camp is required to participate, from David Ortiz, the team's longest-standing member, right through each non-roster invitee. Bright lights flash and scripted lines are recited.
Right here on RedSox.com.
Johnny Gomes here, guys. Spring training's been great. I've really figured out where I fit in.
This is my favorite day of the whole year. I'm really excited.
Can I just read the last line? Because I've knocked out the other part.
Please dispose of all recyclables with green team members or in blue recycling bins around the ballpark.
I'm Shane Victorino. Follow me at Red Sox. Perfect. Yee! Thanks a lot.
That's a wrap. It's over for the day.
During spring training, after players are done with their morning workouts, the rest of the day is theirs. Some go fishing or golfing, some spend time with the family, and some, like newcomers Johnny Gomes and David Ross, explore Southwest Florida.
Get me closer! Get me closer! That's just a little small one right here. It's probably about 7 foot. 7 feet. Yeah, it's just a little one. Oh, well, get in there and get him! Get in there and get him! Ow, ow, ow.
How much one of them things set me back?
And they got boats on there anywhere from 5,000 to 100,000, depending on what you want to do. Okay, but I'm talking about some sweet machines. Some of them will run 55, 60 miles an hour. Some of them will do 120 to 130.
Get up!
That's the range we need.
Back at the park, with the first few weeks of workouts winding down, a new development to the roster unfolds. The Red Sox have acquired Mike Carp from the Seattle Mariners, and he's immediately thrust into the battle for a big league roster spot.
It's pretty crazy, you know. You think about all the tradition and everything that goes on. It's one of baseball's, premier teams, and just excited to be a part and look forward to the opportunity I get here. I'm excited to help out any way I can, and play first, left, DH maybe, so gonna get some opportunities and hopefully take advantage of them.
What's your approach towards competition? You embrace it, you like it?
Yeah, it's always a competition. Somebody's always trying to take your job. So, you gotta stay hungry, gotta stay healthy, and keep at it.
It increases the competition, particularly at first and left field. We've had a chance to talk to some other guys that might be directly impacted by that, but we've been able to add a talented player to camp here, someone that we've had conversations about throughout the course of the offseason, and finally he became available. So another left-handed hitter that has that versatility on the defensive side of things. I think the most important thing is that with Carp's addition, the competition still exists.
Game and workout performance over the next few weeks will determine which direction the Red Sox will go in their quest to trim 60 spring training attendees to the 25 men they'll open the season with in New York on April 1st. A further look at how the 2013 Boston Red Sox roster takes shape during spring training looms on the horizon, right here on the Red Sox Report, presented by CVS Pharmacy.